this presentation, we will learn about the 7 elements that make up every culture. The definition of culture is very simple. Everything that makes up a person's entire way of life, everything you do is part of your culture. Social organization is when cultures organize themselves into smaller groups. Think about different groups in your different cultures. There would be your families, friends, religious groups, social classes, occupation, and interest groups. The most important unit of social organization is family. There are 2 different types of family. The nuclear family, which is a husband, wife, and children, and the extended family is all the different generations that make up one's family. The next part of social organization are the classes, the way we rank people. Think about in our society today how we rank people based on your education, money, occupation, race, and there's many other different categories in which ways that we rank people. The next part of culture is its customs and traditions. The way you look at it, what rules of behavior, written or unwritten, does your family follow? Next is our language. It's the most important part of communication, and it's how we pass on things of traditions, beliefs that we may have in our families, our social groups, whatever makes up our culture. Arts and literature is number 4, and if you look in each cultures, they each have something that is very, very important to their culture. It promotes the cultural pride and unity within that culture. Religion is the 5th element of culture, and there's 2 different types of religion. Monotheism, where you believe in one God. Polytheism, where there's beliefs in more than one God. Some of the major religions in the world are Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and Buddhism. Number 6 is the forms of government. We need government. It helps give us the rules in which we are guided by. There's 3 different types of government. Democracy, where the people have the supreme power. Republic, people choose their leaders to represent them. And then a dictatorship, a ruler or group holds the power by force. In the United States, we have a democracy. We pick our leader, but yet we have the supreme power to say we don't want those leaders anymore. The last element of culture is your economic system. It's broken down into 4 different types. Here's your traditional, market, command, and mixed. Traditional is one who wants to stay within their own culture. They produce everything of what they need to survive. An example of a traditional would be the Amish. The market is your basic economic questions are answered by buying and selling goods. Command, the government controls answers to each economic question. And then mixed is what we like, where we do some of each ones and people get to make up those types. You've heard many people say that culture changes all the time. Ways in which culture changes is technology. Think about things that you've heard about TV dinners. Think how TV dinners have changed and how they've become a part of our society big time nowadays because we can pop things in the microwave and eat. Computers, look how they've evolved over the last 5 years, let alone the last 30 years. Telephone. Who has a home phone anymore? Not many people. Almost everyone has a cell phone, so you're able to be able to get in touch with someone at all times. The environment changes. Think about the UV layers. Think about different things that have happened that cause global warming. The new ideas, recycling, that doesn't sound new anymore, but just think if we didn't have recycling, how much overcrowded our landfills would be. And then diffusion, where you move one custom or idea from one place to another. These are ways that culture changes. And there are 2 negatives to culture, and that's your ethnocentrism, where you judge other cultures by your own. You assume that your culture is the best just because your culture doesn't do it. A lot of times we view things as, oh, that's not the right way to do this, that's not the right way to do that. However, in other cultures, it may be the right way to do things. And the last one is racism, where we believe one race is more superior to another. These are 2 huge negatives to every culture.